Today I'm gonna go over this little guy over here you see in front of you, which is a very nice synthesizer, and it's from Reveal Sound. It's called Spire, and it's basically inspired from the Access virus synthesizers. And indeed, if you guys already know virus synthesizers, you will very you know see that there are very common things on from this synthesizer to that one. And so I will also show you the differences between Spire and the Virus TI, as I have a Virus TI Snow over here. So I will show you in another video like the comparison between the Sawtooth Wave. So yeah, you will very notice that there's no very big much of a difference. And those of you who already know virus synthesizers, you will already notice that by watching the sawtooth wave of this synthesizer here. So yeah, but I'm gonna start, by introducing you the basic general layout of this synthesizer, and as basically as most of this synthesizer, sorry, most of synthesizers out there. This synthesizers also basically the left to right programming. So you can see that we have separate modules over here. So this is like a module. This is your basically your oscillators module, your basically your voicing stuff, your sound generation, basically, And this module here, we can see that there's a little arrow here, which goes basically into another module here, which is this is your filtering, your filter stuff. Your filter stuff then goes into your effects section here, and these effects goes into serial too. So you have your distortion here, your phaser, going into your chorus, going into your delay, going into your reverb, and I can also mute effects with these buttons here. And then your effects section is going into your amplifier section, which is over here. And you can also have like your post EQ here, and you can just click on this little guy here to activate your EQ, and you can have, a bunch of you can have different settings. So basically, that's it. So uh, and then you also have your glide here, which you can adjust, and your bender. Then you have other two modules here, which are basically the same, but you have double of them, and you can have up to 4 envelopes, right? Envelope 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also up to 4 envelopes. So you have LFO 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what this is basically is your modulation section. So you can have like filter envelopes or amplifier envelopes. You can have basically different kind of stuff there for your modulation, like if you're dubstep guys, you're really into like a very modulation thing. And LFO is basically stands for low frequency oscillator. But uh, take care, keep in mind, guys, that low frequency oscillators, of course, are oscillators, but they don't actually produce sound, as they are only they run generally out of the audible range. So they don't produce sound actually, but they control parameters in the basically in the synthesizer. So for example, I want to modulate my filter here. For example, I want to automate this to go back and forth like this. So instead of doing it by myself or write automation for this, I can like map this LFO to maybe cut off one and set up a rate and stuff, and it does all by itself. It may be confusing right now, But don't worry, I will cover this argument later in another video. So I will give you some examples. So anyway, you also have you have up to 4 envelopes, up to 4 LFOs, and you also have 2 stepper LFOs, which is over here, and they run in series. And you also have your arpeggiator, which works basically like the one in Silent One. And you can also like copy and paste with um, these two buttons over here. You can copy settings and paste to another. I don't know. For example, I have envelope one over here. I can copy settings for envelope one and paste them into envelope two, of course. So yeah, basically that's your basic layout. And yeah, also up here you have your mode, so I can have up to 4 monophonic modes and 2 polyphonic modes, and you can have voices, and you can have up to 16 voices. uh, and yeah, so that's it. We will, in the next video, we will you know see the oscillator section, and I will show you different stuff in that. So okay, guys, take care and have a good time. Bye bye.